Hey, what's up, my good friend? All right, today in this video, we're going to be talking about $1 million plus per month sales funnels that we use in our Shopify stores in order to actually scale our enterprise value and our stores to 7 figures per month consistently. And we use some common tactics that I'm going to share in this video. And one of the most important thing that 99% of the businesses basically either ignores it or they're not educated enough to actually put it into your store. If you do these changes, you can literally spend 2-3 hours on your store, on your landing pages, on your product pages today and get these changes done and send a lot of traffic, and you'll see like an instant difference in your traffic engagement and how people are engaging with your online store. All right, so let me actually share my screen. Let me show you what I'm talking about in 2025, 2026. This is what is trending. All right, guys, so first thing first, I'm going to be reviewing a brand called Plant People. These guys sell these mushroom gummies, they sell supplements, they sell some coffee related products. You can check out their website. I use the same exact strategy that this brands use, and we do over $1 million plus per month consistently from our cannabis brands. I'm specialized in the cannabis space, supplement, coffee. We do work with some technical products. We work with some clothing brands as well. When it comes to marketing and how the user experience looks like, everything basically is the same regardless of the product you're selling. So it's not like, oh, this is a supplement product, so it's not going to work out for me. You can actually, the fundamentals of marketing is the same. That's basically what it is. So I'm going to be reviewing a mushroom gummies, and they have something really interesting on their product page that actually hooks you in as a consumer. Some elements we use it all the time, and it helps us big time with the engagement and reduces our bounce rate and of course increases our conversion. Let's talk about the thumbnails. I talk about this in a lot of my videos, and you have to actually start doing that. If your products have ingredients, specific materials, specific technology, it has to showcase around your product. So as you can see right here, this is the gummies, and it has the mushroom, it has a peach, it has like different elements that is used inside of the product. Same thing right here. They used a professional picture in order to show you what the product includes, right? So if you don't have professional pictures, that is totally fine, but there's a workaround it. If you don't have professional pictures, you can use infographics. So as you can see right here, it says ease stress and anxiety, enhance mood, build mental and physical resilience. They're educating you around the product of what the product does specifically. Now they have this product of like the gummy. You can use a lot of AI tools nowadays to actually create like a hand that is holding your specific product. This basically a mix of pictures can help you actually stand out. Now on the right side, we have a title, we have reviews, and we have a little bit of description for the product itself. Now this is where it gets really interesting. They talk about why it's special. They talk about the flavor. They're talking about like the product contains gluten-free, sugar-free, and other elements. They're talking about never or like high fructose corn syrup. They don't have it. They have potency and packaging. They're talking about selling by the packs. Now what we do different here in our brand, if you want to increase our average order value, what we do is like we pre-select this offer by default. As soon as the page land, we do like a 3-pack, 4-pack selected by default, and on the top we say like bestseller or limited time release or best value plus free shipping, something like that. So that basically reduces the friction on our landing pages, and people tends to purchase the default option more. Then these guys are selling by 1-pack, 2-pack, and 3-pack, 5-pack. Here they're talking about 2-pack is the best seller, which is 15% off, buy once. And with their subscription and save offer, a lot of e-commerce stores, even to this day in 2025, 2026, they don't talk about the benefits of getting a subscription. If you just say like, hey, buy and save 10%, 20% discount, that's not enough. You have to talk about like, okay, this is what you get with the subscription. It has to be special perks. A lot of brands are using like, hey, get 20% off every repeat delivery, or pause, modify, or cancel anytime, 30-day deliveries. We basically rename a lot of these existing options, and we would say something like, hey, VIP access to our limited time offers or products, or early access to our limited time releases. Then we can say like, get 20% off for life. Okay, if you just like rename these into like a more fancy language, a lot of people engage with these. Now this is one of the most important thing where a lot of brands make big mistake. Add to cart has to have some sort of trust building. So you can see right here, free returns, fast shipping, secure and trusted, pay with HSA, FSA, and see an average of 30%. Now what we do is like, we do like, hey, 60-day money back guarantee. We talk about fast shipping and ready to ship in 2 hours or next 24 hours. Or what we do right now is like we put a UGC content as well, or we would put like a 5-star review right below this button. Here we can actually upsell them. We can say like try them and save Wonder Variety Bundle. Instead of selling just one pack, we can actually sell the whole bundle. And the rest of the page is just education. Using infographics like this helps big time with the engagement, where you doesn't have to like use a lot of copy, but these infographics educate the consumer pretty fast. Education around ingredients is one of the most important things in our supplement space or the cannabis space that we have. We talk about ingredients, where the product comes from, why the products should be purchased from us, and why should consumer buy it in the first place, right? So education is extremely important around the ingredients, why it's special, what is good for optimal results. It's all education with the picture of the product. Again, you can use like an AI tool nowadays in order to actually create pictures like this. Effects over time. If you're selling subscription products, this is extremely important. What people will think or get or feel in day one. You can see reducing anxiety and stress, overall deep breathing, breath feeling, less overwhelmed. By day 7, you will have like a lifted mood, improved mental endurance, and calmer in demeanor. Now, this is what they're educating you around, like how you should feel by day 30. So this is all education. We use it in our supplement space as well. In our cannabis space, works really good for subscription-based products. Us versus them. A lot of brands are using this, but they're not using it in a smart way. You have to talk about very legit reasons of why you are better than the other brands. Okay, if you just do like XXX and you just talk about basic stuff, it's not gonna really engage with the consumer. People will be like, oh, this is very basic, right? So you have to actually do research around like what your product has that other people doesn't. FAQs are one of the most important thing, but they have to be engaging. Most stores, what they do, like they just throw a bunch of FAQs at the end of the page. Doesn't really engage, doesn't really look good. You have to actually stand out in order to actually compete with your competitors. Then we have additional products. As you can see right here, thumbnails, they are showcasing the ingredients that is used in each product. Very, very important, guys. Start doing these infographic pictures. It helps a lot. Then we have picture reviews of people, and the rest of the page is just like 5-star reviews. Now, this is what social proofing looks like. Look, they have over 30 pages with actual reviews. Now, imagine like how much big of a difference does it make to actually create such amount of reviews. So if you're struggling with custom landing pages, offers, your page doesn't really convert much when it comes to paid ads, you can always contact me. My calendar link is in the description below. I'm happy to help. One important thing I want to talk about before I end this video, most of these landing pages are custom built. If you use apps and if you bring a lot of traffic, in most cases what happens is it either slows down your website in Shopify or it breaks your pages. In the long term, you can use plugins in the short term to actually build these sections, but in the long term, it's always better to go custom. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.